Hey everyone, James here again, and I have huge news to share with you. If you're living in the United States, you've no doubt heard about this second COVID-19 relief bill that Congress has been working on for the past, months at this point. But they're finally on the cusp of passing it. And in addition to the $600 stimulus checks that should be going out to American citizens everywhere, there is a huge bit of news for independent venues nationwide. Now, if you follow this channel at all, or if you've been following the COVID impact on live music at all, you've no doubt heard of NIVA, the National Independent Venue Association. This was formed in March, right after all the independent venues shut down, and they launched the SaveOurStages Act. Now, this is an act intended to get relief money for independent venues, because while some loans have been made available to different small businesses, independent venues were not included in that, so these venues have had to, fight tooth and nail to survive these last 10, 11 months at this point. They are shuttered, and none of them, or at least most of them, have not had any performances since March 13th of 2020, and there's no clear sign when that's going to end. But in this COVID-19 relief package, the one that's passing this week, the week of Christmas in 2020, the SaveOurStages Act is included, and it's even bigger than originally thought. According to multiple sources, including NIVA as well as Consequence of Sound, Forbes, and multiple other news organizations, the SaveOurStages Act will make $15 billion available. That's billion with a B, available to independent venue owners and employees around the country to help them keep their doors open and keep them in business, and hopefully help these people pay some of their mounting debt. Now, this is huge news because the original SaveOurStages Act was seeking $10 billion just a few weeks ago. But due to conversations and negotiations around Congress, this number has grown to $15 billion that will go to help venues all over the country. And this is including venues in all 50 states. Because as we reported back in August, the fear was that if relief was not given to us by the government, almost 90% of all independent venues would be forced to shutter before they were given the opportunity to reopen and host music again. But this should change that. Hope is coming, and it's just days away from being a real thing. And how that money gets dispersed is not entirely clear just yet. NIVA has outlined this in certain papers, but we'll probably get a proper dissertation on how it all works in the very near future. But I do want to share with you a quick quote. We're thrilled that Congress has heard the call of shuttered independent venues across the country and provided us a crucial lifeline by including our Save the Stages Act in the COVID-19 relief bill. We're also incredibly grateful that this bill provides pandemic unemployment assistance, which will also help the millions of people who lost their jobs through no fault of their own during this economic crisis. We urge swift passage of this legislation, which will assist those in the greatest need and ensure that music lives on for generations to come. Now, Dana has said it pretty well here, and it's worth noting that she is right. This hasn't passed when you're seeing this video if you watch it the day it's uploaded on December 21st, but it's almost a sure thing that this is going to happen. I mean, both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans, Senate, Congress, and even Donald Trump himself have said that they want to get this thing done, and if it gets done, then independent venues can breathe a sigh of relief this holiday season, and that's possibly the greatest gift of all. But let me be very clear. This is just a step in the right direction, because we still don't know when live music is going to return. And while $15 billion is a lot of money, there is also a lot of need out there in the world. There are venues all over the country that are falling behind on their rent payments, their mortgage payments. There are people that haven't gotten any unemployment yet. There are a lot of people that have their hands out looking for assistance, and this money will probably go pretty fast. So depending on how quickly the vaccine can get out there and we can reach a point where the infection rate is so low that live music can return, depending on how long all that takes, it might still see some independent venues shutter in the long run, but far less are likely to do so now because of this bill. And for all the things that Washington doesn't get right, and all of the waiting we've done the last 9 months, and all of the complaining that is completely fair to have out there, this is actually a step in the right direction, and it makes me pretty happy to know, because if you're in music, you no doubt know somebody that works in live music, and this is a great day for them. So stay tuned for more updates right here on the Music Biz channel. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and click that button. But better times are around the corner for us in 2021, and the passage of the SaveOurStages Act is just one step towards getting back to the normalcy that we all so greatly desire. So click that subscribe button, and if you've already done so, then stick around. More content coming soon, and I'll leave you with this. If you do nothing else, please take care of yourself, because you deserve it.